So today we only got one player SBC, guys, but it is an absolutely massive one. It is Paolo Maldini, a centre-back, and of course, a player that I imagine a lot of you guys are going to be very, very interested in. I'm going to show you today whether or not he's worth it. First of all, though, we're going to take a look at the squads. Of course, the lone one is an 83 rated squad. I've already completed that for the review. And we've got the bronze and silver as, you know, you always do have with the icons. So 283s we're starting off with, and then we're moving on to an 86, 87, two 87s, one with a team of the week, an 88, three 88s, and an 89. Do you know what? That is really, really good pricing in my opinion. I think that's good pricing, guys. I really, really do. And let me turn up my ring light a little bit because it looks a little bit dark in here. There we go. So let's put our man into this team right here. I'm going to plonk him in over, I think, Virgil, because if I do it over Zubadea, the chemistry goes really poor. So here is Maldini. First of all, poor playstyle plus. He's got slide tackle plus, which isn't very good. He's medium high, mostly lengthy, 6'1". Intercept is good. Slide tackle, of course, not very good. And aerial is quite good for Maldini because he's not the biggest, right? 6'1" isn't really that big. Centre back and left back, you're not really ever going to play him at left back though. And with this card, good pace and a good pace split. Okay passing, vision a little bit low, which could be an issue in terms of him being like a ball playing centre back. He's not really that anyway, but his passing generally is okay. Reactions at 94, brilliant. Composure at 94, brilliant. Dribbling outside of that is okay. The agility and balance isn't too bad. As you go into the defending, guys, of course, this is where Maldini is insane. Crazy, crazy defensive stats. And, you know, they're essentially all maxed out. With any camisole you put on, any defensive camisole you put on, he's going to be maxed out there. The issue with this card does come with the physicals, though. Poor aggression. 78 aggression, I don't think is very good. I like high aggression on this game. Strength is a little bit low at 84 as well. Stamina doesn't really matter on centre-backs. 83 jumping is okay, but it's more about the aggression and strength. You could go for a shadow and just absolutely boost up his, you know, his incredible stats already, but I think the anchor makes the most sense. Plus 4 to the pace, up to 89 pace there, which is brilliant. Maxed out on interceptions. Head accuracy doesn't really matter. Up to 98 defensive awareness, maxed out stand and slide tackle. More importantly, 91 jumping, 92 strength, and that's really good. And then also 82 aggression. This is the team I'm going to be playing him in. He's going to be playing as a right centre-back. Let's get into a few games and see how good he is. If you need cheap, fast, and reliable FC24 coins, make sure to go to MMOEXP.com and use my code VIPER to get 5% off your order. Alright then, guys, so second game now coming up with Maldini. I'm not going to show you the first one because it was just a quick, easy rage quit, and we didn't get to feel Maldini really at all. He is not a ball-playing centre-back, like, in the slightest. He is very similar to, like, Vidic and players like that in terms of his ability on the ball. We can find a spread like that, no problem. But it's, of course, it's important to see what he's like defensively from these kind of scenarios, because that's the way I play. I play really, really... Ooh. That jockey speed there wasn't the best, was it? I tried to turn there and I just couldn't. And, you know, ultimately it's going to be interesting to test out this card compared to the likes of Virgil, who I do think is the best centre-back on the game. I don't think there's really any argument there. Over Maldini as well. On him, Raz. Oh, good save, good save. Now, he does sit quite high here for corners, which I don't know if I like or not. You know, he does have aerial, which is all well and good, but he's still not the best in the air, right? Wow. Oh, dear. Oh, I don't like this game here. I sure Zubadea. Nice. Maldini here. Now, if you play the way I play, which is what I'm going to show you here, this Maldini might not be for you. I feel like Maldini is a kind of card that you have if you... How do I explain it? You sit a little bit deeper. If you like park the bus and stuff like that, you'll really like this Maldini. Oh, I need to score, though. Hold on. Nice. There we go. Good goal. Yeah, so the way I play is with overlapping fullbacks, attacking fullbacks, with just leaving two defenders back. I need good jockey speed on these kind of players. And sadly, Maldini's jockey speed is piss poor so far. Feels really, really heavy. He's got a big body type in game, though, so his physical should actually feel quite nice. What is this dude doing? And this is the second game I've played now, guys, where in a row, the players are just weird. Players are just weird. That's nice from Maldini. He's got the ball back there as well. That's the intercept there working for us. That was nice. Back into Maldini here as well. You know, the thing I do quite like about him is the 4-star weak foot. I think that's quite nice, actually. You know, that can actually help you quite a lot. Oof, oof. Oh, good block, good block. Of course, I'm trying to win here as well, guys. So, you know, here you go. Here's where you get to see how I play and how I don't think Maldini really fits into that kind of mould. Because you need to be able to jockey if you play this aggressive. And Maldini's jockeying so far has been absolutely terrible. That's the bottom line. So if you play like this, Maldini might not be your kind of centre-back, okay, guys? We'll keep testing him out because, you know, he's still going to be good. But like the jockey speed for me is so crucial on centre-backs this year. And seeing the lack of it from this card so far, it's a little bit disappointing. See, that's why I like Zorbadia. You see the jockey come above his head there. I just managed to... It was for a split second as well. And that's what this game's all about, ultimately, is the split-second decisions. And you don't get a split second with Maldini. You need like 5 seconds to kind of get him in position. Maybe you shouldn't be controlling him as well, as much as I do. That could be another thing, I suppose. That could be quite interesting. Maybe what I'll do is I won't control him as much in the second half. I tell you something, though. His jockeying is super, super heavy. Super, super, super heavy, guys. I'm not joking. So be careful with that. He's certainly an AI controller kind of centre-back, which I know a lot of people do like. I'm not the biggest fan this year, especially with no anticipate as well. I don't think that this Maldini with the play styles he's got, and this will get hate again, right? I'm happy to accept it because ultimately for me, Maldini isn't my kind of card. But what I might do, second half of this game, guys, is go a bit more defensive and test him out in that sense. Now, we're 2-1 up here. We can afford to sit a little bit deeper now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on balanced. I'm going to see what Maldini can offer us now. Easy. Let's come across here with Maldini. Yeah, do you know what, guys? He actually just does feel super heavy. He's an AI control centre-back entirely. Entirely. Nice. One more. Oh, dear. That's an awful pass, isn't it? Okay, guys. Let's go to some highlights. Yes, Maldini. I've tracked that all the way there. That was nice. Right then, guys. So that guy decided to leave quite early after I did send you away for highlights. Wow, what a team. This Maldini is not the player for people to play aggressive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit a little bit deeper and see what he does AI-wise, because I'm not the biggest fan of him when it comes to being aggressive. You know, his ball-playing abilities aren't really good enough. I'd much rather Zorbadia, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. There. Whoa. That should have been 1-0 there. That's terrible. And, like, if you've got Vidic, for example, like this guy has, I don't really think you need to upgrade to Maldini. Now, a lot of people will get this card done. And do you know when they'll get them done? Oh, my God, man. Oh, I've seen so many issues with Maldini right there. It's mad. So poor on the turn for whatever reason. He's not that bulky. Yeah, he's got a big body type, but he's got good agility and balance. He does. It's a nice pass, which you don't really expect from him. But so far, I'm not impressed. That's nice. And he's retained the ball as well, really comfortably there. Good out ball over there as well. We're going to go on the inside here. Into Maldini again. Can he find this? Yeah, comfortably. Got to go back into him as well. Switch that. It's a lovely ball. That is nice from Maldini. Oh, how have I not scored? I have scored. I mean, yeah. Cool. Wow. Wow. This guy's given up after that, and I'm not surprised. I mean, that was all made from Maldini and that incredible crossfield ball. But it really is a card that you have to let the AI do the job for you, man. Maldini is not as good as Virgil. Maldini's not as good as Zorbadia, in my opinion. Now, of course, it all comes down to opinions, and it all depends on the way you do play. But for the way I play, I don't like his heaviness. You can see there that the AI was actually doing quite well. I shouldn't have gone and controlled him there, because I feel like if I didn't control him, Maldini's just going to intercept that. What a save, by the way, from Courtois. I'm trying to be as critical as possible here, whilst also giving my good thoughts on him. But so far, there isn't a lot of good thoughts, guys. He is not as good as I was expecting. Truly nowhere near as good. Oh, my days. Doesn't really matter when stuff like that's happening either, does it? That was a nice tackle. Oh, Maldini, please. He feels so heavy. He feels as heavy, if not a little bit more heavy than Virgil. Now, I think Virgil's got jockey, silver, so that might be why I'm saying that. But Jesus Lord, he feels heavy, man. Oh. I don't mean just, you know, heavy as in doesn't turn the best. He is like a truck, guys. He is like a truck. He's tracked this all the way. Do you see that turn speed? Nah, man. He's done really well to recover there, though. That's nice again. That's good jockeying. All right, then, guys. No matter what, this is going to be the last game with Maldini. So I'm bringing you back live again. And I know that you might not like this kind of in and out of live, but I feel like it's so important to give you the right kind of view of the card. So that is why we're doing it. And ultimately, the bottom line is, I don't think he's that good. His playstyles ruin him. This game is all about playstyles, and their lack of on Maldini ruins this card a little bit. He just doesn't seem to latch onto tackles the way Virgil does. And then also doesn't have the composition of stats that you kind of need for a centre-back on this game. Or not even that. Ultimately, guys, it is really about the play styles and the lack of them that he has. You know, he's got really bad play styles. And that's a problem. That's a problem for me, personally. So, yeah, let's see what we can do in this game. This guy loves a bit of technical, doesn't he? Oof. See that from Zalbadia? You see how I was able to get across so quickly there? I think that's a lot better than the play. What is he doing here? What a pass! Jesus Christ! Yeah, I feel like the play styles on this card make this card quite poor. Ultimately, that's nice. He's an AI defender, guys. That is it. That is it. That's all I've really got to say. I've said it a lot. Absolutely an AI defender. Where, for me personally, I love controlling my centre-halves. I mean, you just can't do that with this card, sadly. Oh, that's not because it's the ice version. That's because I yellow timed it. You can go back and look if you like. You can go back and look if you like. Careful. Nice. I actually do quite like his passing. His passing's not as bad as I first thought it was. You know, he's not really a ball-playing centre-back, but he can find a good pass. And the 4-star weak foot that he's got is nice also. For me personally, guys, and it's just because of the way I play, he just is awful. He's super, super heavy on the jockeying unless you're, like, thinking so far ahead. And if you're a good reader, if you read the play quite nicely, then that might be another thing for this card for you. I just don't think it's very valuable, personally. This guy loves a bit of keeper movement, doesn't he? Oh. Wow. This guy's all over the shop. All over the shop. There's Zalbadia. Ooh, Maldini, I pressed up with him by accident. Get back. Okay. Now, that's the first time I've really seen that. His recoveries are insane. His recoveries are obviously quite crazy. Because that was mad. Oh. But I am taking Virgil. A lot of people complete this card in Team of the Year, right? There's no doubt about that. But I would much rather my gold Virgil. How mad is that to say? Just a good recovery player. And because he's lengthy as well, you can actually really feel that. I just wish he had anticipated. See, that there for me is a lot more valuable than what Maldini offers. And that's it really, guys. Let's go to some highlights in this one. All right then, guys. So once again, I'm probably going to piss some people off here, but I don't want to lie to you, okay? I'm not here to just make friends or get likes or get subs or get views. I want to give my ultimate opinion on cards. And first of all, this card looks insane, right? And previous years, yes, absolutely crazy. The reason for that is we didn't have so many playstyles available. Slide Tackle Plus is terrible. Intercept is good and Aerial's good. But he needs jockey. He feels so heavy jockeying. And it's not because of his agility and balance. It's because of the fact that he's got a massive bulky body type in game. And then people will say, well, doesn't Virgil feel like this? And the answer to that is no, because of Virgil's defending playstyles. And I don't think you understand how valuable defending playstyles are this year. Now, of course, Virgil's a lot bigger than Maldini at 6'4" compared to 6'1". As you look at the actual in-games, Maldini's a little bit better defensively. In a defending category only, really, other than pace, but who really cares about pace? And he's got a lot better agility and balance, yeah? But look at Virgil's defending playstyles. He's got jockey, he's got block, he's got anticipate, and he's got bruiser. And you've got Maldini's. Now, Maldini doesn't have a good set of playstyles anyway, right? He's got aerial, but Virgil has power header aerial as well as long ball, which is very good for ball playing. And I'm really disappointed in this card, basically. I think this card this year is made for people that sit really deep and let the AI control your centre-backs. I don't play like that personally. So, first of all, Maldini is already not that good for that reason anyway, right? And then you look at the kind of things that he offers that are nice. 4-star weak foot is lovely. Medium-high work rates are very nice. And length feet is good as well. Passing's decent on him. The reactions and composure are nice to have. That's really good for AI once again. And then you go to the drawbacks. You know, when your defending's that high, you might as well go for play styles anyway. There's somebody who's got similar defending but has better play styles. Virgil van Dijk, Case and Point. And then, you know, his strength feels nice because he's got a big body type, but the aggression is bad, and you can feel that in game on the AI side of things. So it really is about how you play, and if you sit deep, that is how you'll enjoy this card, guys. If you play on drop back and stuff like that, I don't think he's the best centre-half in the world on this game this year, personally, for me. I think he's well priced. You know, he's 1 million coins on the market right now. Probably like 900k to complete. I know a lot of people complete him through Team of the Year, but I am saying if you've got Gold Virgil, don't replace Gold Virgil with him. Other centre-backs on the game that are similar to him, I can't really think of any. You know, Ledley King actually is somewhat similar, but let's say you've got Zulbadia. I'm taking Zulbadia every day of the week as well. Let's go and take a look at a few centre-backs before we get out of here. I think Yashin is quite similar. This Maldini is a lot better because of Intercept Plus. I'm taking this Bobby Moore 100% over Maldini. I'm taking Lucio as well. I'll take Lucio over Maldini. Not Coman, not players like that. Blanc as well. Blanc and company are a lot better as well, guys. And that is ultimately the bottom line. If you don't have Anticipate in some variation on this year's game, you're not that good. So, guys, I'm going to rate this card probably a 7 out of 10. Value for this one is going to be like a 5 out of 10. I don't think it's that bad. But I think Maldini is quite overrated and poor on this year's FIFA cycle. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, subscribe review. But guys, that's going to be it for me for now. So take care.